now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Tonight on ONEIL After Dark, the NFL has returned and everything is right with the world. We look at a few highlights and lowlights of this weekend's footballery. In politics, the road to the White House is paved with bad intentions, insults, and incompetence. A very contentious campaign by all three president hopefuls. And this week, I sit down with former head coach and national champion, Ed Orgeron. All that and more coming up next. Good evening, and welcome to ONEIL After Dark. My name is Tanner O'Neill. You know what? Your boos mean nothing to me, because the National Football League is back. And, in typical fashion, American Hand Egg did not disappoint. We take a look at some of the highlights and some of the lowlights right now. We opened up the season this past Thursday as the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Swifties, hosted the Baltimore Ravens and their new running back, grown-ass man Derrick Henry. This is how it went down. First, Lamar Jackson decided to run around a bit before handing the ball off to Derrick Henry for a touchdown. The Chiefs would respond with excellent play from some guy named Xavier Worthy, who had a great rookie debut, scoring twice. This came down to the final few seconds, and some ref ball. In or out, you decide. Chiefs win, and that's the reason for the teardrops on my guitar. Friday night, live from Brazil, which is in the southern hemisphere, as commentators constantly reminded us throughout the broadcast, it also saw the debut of Saquon Barkley in an Eagles uniform, who, despite falling on his ass during the first play, got it together and scored not one, not two, but 3 touchdowns. Trailing late, the Green Bay Packers quarterback, Jordan Love, suffered an injury as Malik Willis was brought in for some comic relief on 2 snaps. Eagles win. Number 1 overall draft pick and overhyped rookie Caleb Williams made his NFL debut on Sunday against the Tennessee Titans, and their mistake at quarterback, Will Levis. Despite outstanding play by Tony Pollard, it wasn't enough to make up for Levis's incompetence. Late in the game, Bears rookie Williams did all he was capable of as Chicago held on for the victory. Super Bowl bound. Indeed. Panthers vs. Saints from the Big Easy, and boy was it ever. Friend of the show, Alvin Kamara, went for over 100 all-purpose yards and 1 touchdown. Bryce Young decided to throw 2 interceptions in a losing effort. Saints roll 47-10. Carolina is a very bad team. All hail the NFL. We'll have more football later on in the program. Right now we turn our attention to politics, and the battle for 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue saw all 3 candidates campaigning this week. Both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump had these very informative things to say to convince voters of who our next president should be.
I'm speaking.
As history will show.
I'm speaking.
So, America.
I'm speaking.
But I'm no stranger to unlikely journeys. So,
I'm speaking.
Be anything and do anything.
I'm speaking.
If you want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know, and get out. I don't care. Get everyone you know and get out. I don't care. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote. Get out.
Absolute madness, and I am here for it. A third candidate. That's right. Buttons the Cat from Buttons for America provided the show with this statement in response. My name is Buttons. I am a cat. A vote for me is a vote for America. Join the movement and donate to the Super PAC via Cash App at $cash 313168. Buttons for America. Well, that little rascal has my vote. To learn more about Buttons for America, follow the link at the bottom of the screen. And we'll be right back after this. The Houston Texans and their high-powered offense faced off against divisional rivals, the Indianapolis Colts, whose offense features Jonathan Taylor and poor decision-maker Anthony Richardson. We go now to see how it all played out, live from the Oil Drum at Lucas Field. Let's go. Second quarter. Colts up by 1. C.J. Stroud with an absolute dime to Nico Collins, who was worth every penny of that extension. Good for 40-plus yards. That would set up a Stephon Diggs score. 12-7 Houston going into the half. Third quarter, Jonathan Taylor runs it in from 5 yards. That's about all he did today, due to Anthony Richardson being inconsiderate and just slinging it. Friend of the show and my best friend, Joe Mixon, would punch one in, making it 22-13. Mixon, 30 carries, 159 yards. What a hell of a guy. Diggs, now with his second of the day, Texans up 29-20. Anthony Richardson, looking, decides to run it in from 3 yards, but it didn't matter. Texans hang on to win. 29-27, the final from Lucas Oil Field. The Texans' home opener is scheduled for Sunday, September 12th at high noon at NRG Stadium. Check local listings for availability. They'll face off against the Chicago Bears and their overhyped quarterback, Caleb Williams. With week 1 over and done with, I had the opportunity to sit down with former head coach and national champion Ed Orgeron as we discussed football topics, such as football. Hello, Coach. Good evening. How are you today?
Go Tigers.
Right. Go Tigers indeed. Well,
Go Tigers.
go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Well, it was a fantastic week 1. Tell us about some of your thoughts about the action that you saw over the weekend.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Hey guys! Hey! I'm having a press conference, okay? Thank you.
What's up, guys? How about them Tigers, baby?
All right. Brilliant. Coach, in 2019, you led LSU, the Tigers, to a 15-0 season and won a national championship. Can you take us through some of that magical year, please?
Just can't say enough about a football team.
Well, that's certainly interesting. Do you have any other comments about, say, the Monday night game that featured the 49ers and New York Jets?
Just felt like something good was going to happen.
Very good, Coach. And who's your pick to win the Super Bowl this season?
Yeah, I'm not going to answer that.
Of course. One last thing, Coach. Do you have any final thoughts or parting comments for the show and the viewers?
Boys, go Tigers.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time. Thank you. That's going to do it for tonight. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Join us next week when we discuss why less and less people are flying blimps these days. Seriously, who writes this nonsense? This has been ONEIL After Dark. My name is Tanner ONEIL.
What's up, guys? How about them Tigers, baby?
Don't stop